dear students. I think everybody is looking forward to today's lesson. Now we'll begin the new lesson, but before that, I'll ask you some questions related to our lesson. Okay, first, what can you say in the class? For example, there are a lot of things. What can you say about things in the classroom? What can you see? What can?
A bag,
Okay.
a picture,
Not just one picture, not just one bag. Yes. What else? What else? Pen, pillow, sofa, a lot of things. Yes.
Computer.
Okay. So tell me, how many bags can you see?
4,
4. Yes. And what about pens?
3.
Okay. Today we will start to learn how to say if we don't know the exact numbers. And except this, we will start to learn to say the place of the 6. Okay, let's begin. Okay, first our lesson will be about there is zero. And the next is about some, any, a few, a lot. And after that, we will learn about place prepositions. Okay, now let's look at what is there is zero. Okay, as you see from this picture, we have there is and zero. We use there is for one thing or for one person, but zero for more things and more people. There is a singular form, but zero is a plural form. Okay, now let's look at how can we use this there is zero in the sentence, and how can we make its question and negative form. As we know from the previous lessons that we use and for singular countable nouns. Okay, except this we will learn some any, but a little later. Okay, in positive sentence we use there is zero. In questions we use is, are before there. But in negative we add not after there is zero. And the short form is there isn't or there aren't. Let's look at the sentence. For example, there is a computer, just one computer. Or there is an exercise bike, again one bike. But there are some DVDs, maybe 4, 3 and more DVDs. And to make the question, as we said, we say, is there a telescope or are there any bedrooms? Let's look at the negatives. There isn't a TV, there aren't any beds. Okay, and we should answer these questions. To answer this, we use yes or no words. And we say, if we ask, is there a telescope? You can say, yes, there is. And if it is plural, are there any bedrooms? You can say, yes, there are. And in negative, no, there isn't. And no, there aren't. Okay, it is the first part. Now let's look at the next. What is some any? We said that we use some any if we don't know the concrete number. And we use some for both kinds of nouns. Or it doesn't matter. It can be countable or uncountable nouns. But if it is countable, we use some with plural form. Okay. And in question, some changes into any. For example, if we say there are some DVDs, in question we say, are there any DVDs? Or in negative, there aren't any DVDs. Any is, we use any in question or in negative. Okay, and except this, today we will learn what is a few. Okay, a few always with countable nouns. Okay, for example, there are not many books to read, just a few. It means 4, 5, 6 or more, but not many. Okay, what is a lot? A lot means very often or very much. We use it as an adverb. It often comes at the end of the sentence but never before a noun. We use a lot with actions. For example, I like basketball a lot. It means that I like basketball very much. Or if you say he goes out very often, and instead of very often you can say he goes out a lot. Okay, that's all for now. Now let's look at the next. As we said, today we will learn about place prepositions. Okay, what is under, between, out, close to, in, inside, above, behind, or on, in front of? The first picture. If you look at the first picture, you can see the cat is under the box. You cannot see it, or you can see it a little bit because it is under it. The next one, it is a bird, and the bird is between two boxes, and the bird is between them. But the third picture shows that the cat is close to it or near it, but not in it, out it. We can see that it isn't in the box. And the fourth picture shows that now the cat is in or inside the box. Okay, and the next picture shows that the bird is above it. And again, the next picture shows that the cat is behind it and the bird is on the box, and the last picture shows that the cat is in front of it. Behind and in front of are opposite words and opposite prepositions. Behind, in front. Okay, that's all for now. Now let's look at something about related to our lesson. First, I will give you some paper, and here you will do a small exercise related to this. Look at it. I will give it to you now. Okay, fill the gaps with, as I explained, some, any, a few, a lot. You should do the exercise, but you have just 1 minute. I think it is enough for you. Just 5 sentences and okay. Let's do it. Okay. Do it. You have 1 minute. After a minute, I'll get it. Okay. Okay. I think it is easy, yes? Have you finished? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thanks. Okay. Okay, yes, right. Okay, and we will have the next exercise. Just I'll give you a small dialogue, and you should fill this dialogue with your own words, and of course again with the things that we learned just now. And after that we will practice this dialogue together or in pair. Okay, let's look at the dialogue. Okay. Just look through, and you have 2 minutes, and after that we will practice. Okay, Nermin, I think that's enough. You could look through it. Let's begin. I'll ask you some questions from this dialogue, and you should put your own words and of course add not own words, not just own words, just adding some, any, a few, a lot. You can choose any of these. Okay, how many friends do you have?
I have some friends.
All right. Okay, and how much money do you have?
I do not have any money.
All right. And how much do you read?
I read a lot.
Okay. So that's how many problems do you have?
I have a few problems.
Okay, I think that's okay. Then, and except this, I'll give you one interesting text to read. And in this text, you will come across with the words from the our today's lesson. Just look at this text. Just look through it, and after that, you will. Okay. Okay, can you read it, Nermin?
My city, Baku.
Mm-hmm.
Baku is one of the most beautiful cities in the world.
All right.
It is on the western shore of the Caspian Sea.
All right.
There are many narrow alleys and ancient buildings.
Ancient
buildings.
buildings, yes.
Tourists often visit them.
Okay.
Baku is also major culture and educational center.
Mm-hmm.
There is Baku State University, Khazer University, and some other institutions of higher education.
Okay.
If you want to do shopping, you can find some big shopping malls near metro stations.
Mm-hmm.
After walking a lot, if you are too tired and hungry,
Mm-hmm.
there are small cafes inside or near to malls to
The
sit,
walls,
have some tea or coffee
uh-huh,
or fast food and relax.
uh-huh.
But there are not any big bars or casinos in Baku.
All right. And I think you could see the highlight words from the text, yes? Okay. And now we will have 10 minutes break. And after that we will go on doing it. Okay, dear students, let's go on our lesson. I think you could relax a little bit. Okay, and let's look at the next part. Now we will have a small activity to do. We will work in pair work because it is a pair work activity. Imagine that you are a guide, yeah, in Turkey, and of course your English is okay to help tourists, and you will have a tourist from London, and the tourist wants to see and to get some information about Turkey. Okay, and now let's practice it. For example, Nermin, imagine that you are a guard, yes?
Yes.
Okay, and I'll help you to practice this activity. Okay, Nermin. Now you are guide and I am a tourist. Okay, Miss Nermin, I want to get some information about this city. Yes, what can you say about this city?
Istanbul is a beautiful city.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of sightseeings,
Okay, well.
such as Eminönü,
Okay.
Sultan Ahmet, Ayasofya, Kapalı Çarşı.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and first of all, can you? I want to see Sultan Ahmet. Where is Sultan Ahmet? Can you say? Okay.
Sultan Ahmet is near Ayasofya.
Okay. And Miss Nermin, can you say where is Kapalı Çarşı?
Kapalı Çarşı is in Bayezid.
Okay. And also you said about Eminönü, yes? And where is Eminönü?
Eminönü is in front of Karaköy.
Okay, right. Okay, good. And let's look at this photo and try to give as much information as you can about this photo. Okay, let's look at this photo and describe it. You should make sentences with there is, there are, some, any, a lot, and place prepositions. Okay, and so. Okay, you have some minutes to do it. I'll give you some minutes. Just look at the photo and after that you will describe it. Okay, you have 2 minutes. Look at the photo. Just look at this photo. Tell me when you are ready to describe the photo. Okay, can you?
Yes.
Yes, you can. Begin.
It is a room.
Okay, yes, it is.
There are some things in the room.
Yes. For
There
example, what can you see?
are a few pictures on the wall. There are some books on the desk.
Yes, some books on the desk.
There is a lamp on the. There is a lamp on a little desk.
Yes.
And
Yes, there is a lamp. You are right.
And some books on the floor.
Okay. Yes. Also on the floor we can see some books.
There is also a picture on the door.
Okay. Yes, on the door we can see picture Hawaii.
There is a pillow, a sheet, and sportswear.
Yes, sportswear. Yes, we can see it on the bed. Yes.
There are some souvenirs.
Souvenirs. Yes, we can see it like this. Okay. That's all for now, and we can see more and we can find more and more things in this room, and we can speak about them. Okay, that's all for now. And this is photo. Okay, that I think you could understand this, both these, how can I say that, all these lessons well, because you could describe the photo as well as you can. And I think that after this lesson you can confidently describe any place using there is, there are, a few, some, any, and others. Okay, and now I'll give you paper, and I want you to write some things that you learned from our lesson. Okay, let's look at this. Okay, I'll take this paper and write something that you remember from this lesson. You know, we learned some grammar rules, yes, some expressions, some quantifiers, and you should write. Okay, I'll give you some minutes to write. Right here. Okay. Okay, you are ready. Okay, well, you could write as many things as you can from our lesson. Yes, outside, right behind, a few, hello, some. Yes, there is zera, out of. Yes, in, above, in front of. Okay, right. Okay, students, and we will have one more task to do. It is like home task, and I'll give you 2 minutes to do it, and you should add a little bit. No, a while ago I gave you a part of text, my city Baku, and you read. Now I want you write. You describe your city with the words from from this lesson again, and just make a small essay. Okay, right. My city, but try to use a few, some, yes, and there is zera and others. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. And as we have a little bit time, yes, let's play one more activity. Okay. For this activity, I need 2 teams. And we will play like this. As I said, this activity is called place prepositions, and I'll give you a sheet, and you can see some place prepositions on it, and you will try to make some sentences using these place prepositions. The first team who will give more accurate sentences, that team will be a winner. Okay. And now, okay, time is going on. I need to give you the paper. Okay, activity place of prepositions. Okay. And you will make 5 sentences with it using this. Okay, let's begin. Okay. Can you?
I'm ready.
Okay, right. And can you read your sentences, because I'll check that who will, if you can do it well and you will be the winner or not. Okay, begin.
The armchair is between
Uh-huh.
two sofas.
Okay, it can be two sofas and armchair. Yes. And
The bag is under the table.
okay, yes.
The dog is inside the box.
Okay.
My school is in front of my
In front
house.
of, yes, it is also possible. Yes.
The lamp is
The lamp.
above you.
Okay, yes, the lamp is above you. Okay, and all sentences are true. I think you could understand everything well. Okay, students, that's all for now. We'll meet the next lesson, and I think everything is clear. Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, you are free. See you next lesson. Bye, students.
Bye.